Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. This is an official tweet from a registered PlayStation and Sony account on X, and it's basically a kick in the teeth for PlayStation VR2 owners. This is a cowardly attack from Sony, and as you can see from the comments, it's made a lot of people in the PlayStation VR2 community very angry and quite perplexed. Myself being a big fan of VR, I tend to watch all the VR content, all the VR podcasts, all the gaming news, and most recently I've been watching non-VR related PlayStation channels as well. From all reports, it doesn't seem like Sony wants to invest in VR anymore. Now, there are supposed to be 2 VR games coming from Sony. We don't know anything about it yet. They are not going to invest in games like Astrobot for VR and games like RETURNAL. A lot of the PlayStation VR2 channels are disheartened, and a lot of the PlayStation VR2 influencers seem to be very excited for the prospect of the adapter that's going to allow the PlayStation VR2 to play on a PC. You only have to see the live streams, the live chat, the comments. People are looking into getting rid of their PlayStation 5 to be able to play AAA games, hybrid games in VR on PC, either with the Quest 3 or the PlayStation VR 2 once the adapter is available, which is next month. I also came across some analyst news that predict that Sony are going to miss out if they don't invest in VR. I am seeing lots of people in the comments wanting to sell their PlayStation 5, their PlayStation VR 2 and moving over to the PC. It's Sony's loss. Personally, I'm going to keep my PlayStation 5 and my PlayStation VR 2. I don't need to sell it because I've got a decent PC, so I'm in the fortunate position I've got the best of both worlds. I made this video to show you why people are going to be excited to come over to the PC with their PlayStation VR 2s or Quest 3. If you're looking for that AAA VR experience, you're going to get it on PC using the UEVR mod, which is the Unreal Engine VR Injector mod. I'm going to show you in this video RETURNAL running on PC in VR. I'm going to go through a step-by-step guide. As for Astrobot, if it ever does come to Steam, then you can guarantee somebody's going to make a VR mod for it. If not, I know 3 methods I can use to get the game to work in VR. Enjoy the rest of the video. Enjoy RETURNAL on PC in VR with the Unreal Engine Injector mod. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell, and I'll see you in the next video. We're going to start to inject our first game. I'm going to try RETURNAL. I'm just going to use the default settings for the mod. This will not work on a standalone headset. You will need a powerful PC for this to work. The first thing you need to do is to connect your headset to your PC. I'm going to use virtual desktop for this demonstration. I'm now in the headset. I'm recording what I can see so that I can show what I'm doing. I've run the virtual desktop streamer on my PC. This is going to connect to my Quest 3. When I run virtual desktop on the Quest 3, these are the settings I'm going to use to connect wirelessly to the Quest 3. Now I need to run virtual desktop from my Quest 3. I'm now connected to my PC. I can see my desktop. I can see the virtual desktop space around me. Now I've connected my headset to my PC. I can now run the game that I want to inject. So we're going to Steam. I'm going to find RETURNAL, and we're going to run the game. The game is now running. I would highly recommend you wait till you get to the main menu before you do anything else. I'm running this game on a 3080 Ti, and I can tell you straight away there is a performance hit. You need a beast of a PC to get the most out of this game with this mod. I am now looking into getting either a new PC or a 4090 graphics card. The first time you run a game, I would highly recommend you go into the settings menu go to the graphics, turn everything to low, and then try the injector. If you're happy with the gameplay and everything in your headset, then you can start to turn up the graphics settings in the game. I tested this last night, and even on the low settings, this game is a bit of a GPU hog. You're probably going to find the performance is not the best on the latest games. So again, I recommend you go through that list, find some older games, and maybe try some older games before you jump into the more modern games, if you do have a graphics card similar to mine or lower. Okay, now we're going to inject the mod. So escape, control, go back to my desktop, go to the UEVR mod. Now in here, if you want to import profiles, you use the import config button here. I'm going to leave this by default for now, just to show you what happens the first time you inject the mod. I've gone for the Open XR. Now we need to select the drop down box here. This OBS is just my recording software. It's being picked up by the injector. Just ignore that, you probably won't see that. And we're looking for RETURNAL, which is here. Click on RETURNAL, click on inject, and that's now injected into the game. Okay, we're in the game, guys. It's been injected. Again, I'm recording what I can see in the headset. The first thing that pops up is the UEVR menu. From here, there's loads of options you can play around with. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. I'm going to press in both the thumbsticks to get rid of the menu. Click on X to continue gameplay. So this is the default version of RETURNAL. As you can see, I'm inside the world in 3D. It's just like a normal VR game. And I can use my controllers to move my character around, just like playing with the gamepad. Now this has not been configured to play like a VR game, so I'm still having to use my thumbsticks to aim and shoot up. In fact, let me go into the dungeon mode up here. So this is the bonus section that appears once you've completed the game. That looks amazing, that's stunning. And you can only get this sense of size and scope and scale in VR. One of the major problems I'm getting in this game is, this is the camera mode. Now there's a little sensor on the controller here of the Quest 3. If I put my thumb over that sensor, it brings up this menu. I'm trying to remember not to let my thumb go all the way to the left. Okay, we're just going to head into some combat. I'm using my controller to aim up. Now this is not ideal. Ideally we want first person mode. And for that we need a profile. I don't have an official link for the profiles yet. As soon as they become available, I'll add that link below this video as well in the description. For now, I've been downloading the profiles from the Discord, and I've been storing them in my UEVR folder. So these are some of the profiles I've downloaded. Look, we have Atomic Heart, we have Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun, we have Aliens Fire Team, we have Ill Will, RETURNAL, this is the profile we're going to inject, and we have RoboCop. Go to UEVR, go to the import config, and we're looking for this folder here. I'm going to add the RETURNAL profile. Click on this link. The profile has now been added to the injector. So when I jump back into the game, this profile allows me to play first person mode. And if I go to the Open Global Directory, you can now see RETURNAL profile is in there. We're going to do the whole thing again. My headset's running, we're going to run the game. Again, we're going to go to my desktop, go to the UEVR, and we need to inject RETURNAL again. Okay, I'm back in the game, and as you can see, I'm in first person mode. I've got my gun in my hand, look at that. And that's working like a normal gun. Now you might see some artifacts here, look, on the screen. That's because the profile I used has been designed for somebody else. I'm not quite sat in the right position as the person who made this profile. Now I can change the camera view, so I'm going to do that right now. If I go to the UEVR menu by holding down both thumbsticks, I am now in the menu. If I hold down the grip and the trigger button on my right controller, I can now move the camera with my right thumbstick and my left thumbstick, so I can position myself directly in front of her face around here, look. So those artifacts have now disappeared. I am now in her body. How simple was that? I am now the main character in the game, and I can play the game just the same way I play it flat screen. I can aim to shoot. I've now got full hand tracking as well. So let's go and do some exploring. So I can still see some artifacts. I can see the skeleton in my body, look. So the person who made this profile has actually made most of my main character invisible, and that's how powerful this mod is. I don't know if this is coming across in the video. Wow, that sky looks amazing. I can still see some of the skeleton in front of me. I'm going to move my camera forward a little bit. So bring up the menu, hold both the grip buttons on the right controller, and then we're going to move slightly up and forwards. So this is a profile that Alex has made for the game that's going to allow you to play in first person mode. And there goes my stomach. The rest of the game you play just like you would with a gamepad or the mouse and keyboard. I'm using my thumbstick to turn. Okay, monsters here. I did try one of the bosses in this mode, and it was a lot easier to work out where the bullets are. I'm running the game on my desktop at 1920 by 1080, and that's giving me a bit of a performance boost. Normally I would play games like this at 4K, but this is quite playable. I'm quite happy to play the game like this, and the performance with the virtual desktop is really good. I can't complain really. Although I've got the graphics on the lowest settings in 3D, this still looks stunning. And we're going to move on to another game to try that's less demanding. And I'm going to try a game I've never tried before. I mean, look at this guy here, look. Normally you don't see him, but in 3D he stands out like a sore thumb. This world is just so amazing. This game is a joy to play in first person mode. This game and this mod makes me want to invest in a 4090 graphics card. I did try this at the UEVR event in Milton Keynes on a 4090 graphics card, and it looked amazing, and the performance was stunning. Who are you sneaking up on?
Lights flash around, the night is our arena. Feel the bass drop, it's a cosmic fever. In this galaxy, we're all believers, lost in music. Hearts beat as one. Take us to your leader. We mean you no harm. We are just here to party. To party! Take us to your leader. We mean you no harm. We are just here to party.